Then 18, 19, 20. Hello everybody, here we are back again after a long time, that is right. Just a sec, let me fix this. I hope right now it's fine. And why I said after a long time, because I haven't been able to be live regularly recently. So I said it after a long time, never mind, let's continue from here on. The thing is that I've been learning Next.js, and now I actually have to build a project using Next.js. Just that learning project, that is not something a big one, but covers almost all the important aspects of Next.js. So that is why I have to simply remake that ultimately. So I will be working on that. First of all, I have to even just go through the project, exactly what I have to build and all. And once that is clear, then I'll simply be going ahead. Another thing is that there's too much cold, too cold actually, and still feeling lots of cold sitting on my bed. I just feel like putting a quilt around me, but okay, never mind. And I've been just learning about this revalidate tag and all. I don't know, maybe I'm not able to get the right response using this, so I will be checking the reason behind it. But yeah, that was it actually that I had to just cover today. So even before that, let me just do one thing. Just a sec, I'll be right back. Just wanna check something out right now. Not this. Right, here we are. And this 2029. So ultimately, there are lots of database authentication. Ultimately, there's a lot that I have to learn. Never mind. Let's continue from here on. Let me start sharing the screen right now again. And what I'll be doing right here, first of all, I have some of the server actions. Use server means that's the server revalidate path. Well, this is not going to be used, so no need to have it here. I have unstable cache, and of course this is the use server side component, and then I have this contacts function. Okay, contacts page.css. So this is the main page that I have, and I have contact form with MongoDB and validation, whatever. Then I have this contact form, and this inside this, what exactly am I doing? I have e-submitting, I have message, and once this is done, then I'm actually calling that server action over here, and this is the server action, create contact and form data. It takes the form data and all, and simply returns with the result, as simple as that. And then I have the remaining things over here. By the way, when it comes to the form, message, content header, content title, then content card content, inside that I'm giving this style to this. This is just the message that I'm showing, and then I have the form, and each thing they have the name over here, doesn't matter which thing that is, and that's good thing. And at the end I have this submit button. Interesting. Then I have something called contact stats, and get contact stats. One more thing, let me do one thing over here, that as soon as a user saves the data from the form, so page.tsx over here, as soon as this thing is done, not over here as well. Let's go to index.page.tsx contact form. Inside this, what is happening is that this result await create data. If result.success, then I'm saying that message set that's gonna be like sent successfully, and once that is done, I'm resetting the form, and after resetting the form, I have to navigate the user. So for this thing, what do we use here? If there's something called use router, if I'm not wrong, so let me get it, and then I'll have to call push method. So const router is equal to use router from next router, something like this. In React, we have something called use navigate. Over here we have something called route, and what I can do at the end of the day, it's too much colder. Don't blame me if I actually put my quilt around. I have just this thin sweater, it's not that much thick, and because of that thing I'm feeling a lot of cold. So I may be putting my quilt around, and that's gonna be something that is expected right now. By the way, router.push, and that's gonna be what, contacts. Let's try this thing out and see whether it works or not. Once this thing is done, I will be redirected to the contacts page, and now let's have a look at this. That's gonna be localhost of, even my hands are numb, local host just 3000, not able to type even properly, can't really do anything. Okay, contact form is the issue. What is the issue? Next router was not mounted. Okay, contact form was not mounted. What does this mean? Console, next router was not mounted. What does this mean, by the way? Okay, let's stop everything and run it again. npm run dev. By the way, what could this mean, by the way? Use router, I'm getting it. Okay, I had to get it from next navigation. That is something causing the issue right now. Not a problem. I can go back here, and over here when I'm actually getting the router, I have to get it from, I already have it here. That's great. Let's remove it, and from rather than getting it from router, I have to get it from navigation. So router, that is from next navigation, and it should be fine. Then I can reload the page. This is how it looks like right now. Let's enter the values, just demo email, demo subject, demo message. Let's click on submit, and I'm inside this. I have it. Let's do one thing, let's delete everything. I should be able to empty, refresh it right now. Well, there's nothing, and close this. Let's go back to this and see the result. To reload the page right now. Okay, the thing is that it's showing 8 because the data is cached, and I don't want data to be cached, so I'll have to take care of that. Let's keep these values. Let's click on submit, and what am I getting? One new message. This thing is going well, but this top thing is not going, working as expected. What I want, that as soon as I come to this particular page, it should revalidate. That's not happening right now. If I click on mark as read, okay, what can I do now? Let's go to index.ts. I'm still trying to understand how the things are going on right here. First of all, I'm getting total, new count, read count, replied count. Okay, once I got those count, and then I'm returning it from here. Not only that, this is the unstable cache that I'm using. It takes the values that I have to cache, like these ones, and then contacts, stats, this is the key. Okay, and then tags are gonna be contacts, stats. Ultimately both the things are the same. That means if I use it somewhere, if I revalidate, okay, as soon as the page update contact, I update the contact, I revalidate this thing. That is great. Where else do I have to revalidate it? While updating it, I have to revalidate. That's okay. And maybe while visiting that particular page, I have to revalidate it. Control V, Control V, Control V, nothing changes. If I don't use this, rather I just use the top one that I had by default, just revalidate path. What will this do? By the way, revalidate path, did you mean revalidate tag? Why is revalidate path not working? Mainly because I do not have that. So let's import it over here. So revalidate path is gonna be imported from next cache. Once I have that here, I should not be getting the error. Let's reload the page and back to form, enter the value. By the way, the email is wrong over here. That should be the right one. So let's select any and let's click on submit, and this time I'm getting still 1. And if I click on mark as read, then it is actually changing read 1 and then replied 1. If I click on this, then this will change. Here's the issue. The issue is this, that as soon as you change the word changing, as soon as the page reloads. So what can I do? Question is, what can be done? A revalidate path is this slash contacts. I have to revalidate it as soon as I update the values. Okay. And after updating the values, I'm sending the response. Oh, this is the contacts states and list and all. Okay. I come to this particular page list, and this is the contacts list. Contact.name, contact.email and all. Let's get rid of this thing. Can I use the same thing over here? Can I actually get it? It's simple that I want to run it. What is the issue? Revalidate path. Okay, so this is the contacts list and I want to revalidate this path whenever it runs. Will this work fine? I reload the page. I can only use it to react path contacts during render, which is unsupported. To ensure revalidation is performed consistently, it must also the renders and cache the functions. That means this is not right. Well, overall thing is clear about revalidation, but the exact thing is not. Never mind, let's do one thing. Let's get rid of this particular thing from here. I have something called a revalidation tag, but when it comes to that, this revalidation tag, it only works when I actually change the values. So whenever the content is updated, at that time it works. What else do I have to do? Whenever I get the content, at that time I have to revalidate it, right? So whenever I'm getting the content, I hope it's gonna work. A revalidate path, that's gonna be slash contacts, something like this. Once this thing is done, I should not be facing the issue. Let's try it right now. Back to the form, enter some values, any demo email, any subject, any message, submit it, and I'm getting 2. Reload the page. Error fetching contacts, error route contacts, user revalidate contacts during render, which is unsupported. So index.ts used this, and that is unsupported. Revalidate. I'm actually sending all the messages. Okay. Once I've actually sent all the messages, that will never run. That means I'll have to remove it in order to make it work. This is not supported. Then this is how it works. So 2, 5. There are 3 messages, but I'm getting 2 over here. That is something bad. If I click on mark as read, still not getting that. If I said mark as read, then I'm getting that total 3. This is not how it should work. Okay, let me do one thing. I already have a demo project. That was, I think, module 7 or something. Let's check that thing out. Okay, close this, control C, ls. What can I do right now is to simply go through that project. Let me check whether I have that or not. For this thing, just give me a second. I'll be right back. Which was the module? I should be getting it here. That was project number 3 if I'm not wrong. And if I click on the model contact.js, yeah. So this is the project that I have. Control C. I will set that. I will be going to this and React or this one. Okay, Next.js, and this is the one that's gonna be here. Turns out I already had that here. Yeah, I already have the mini 3 project. Replace the destination for now. This is the only thing that I can do. And let me share the screen again. Okay, what I can do next? Why block screen? Why block screen? I was just having right now. I hope that's visible. There was some sensitive information that I had to just delete and all, and that is why I just blocked. What? I stopped sharing the screen. Ls. Right now I can go to my. By the way, I was here earlier, and I have to go to my mini project. Let's try this thing right now. I hope the screen is visible right now if I'm not wrong. And npm run. Can I just directly run it, or I'll have to install it? Npm install. I hope this is gonna work fine. If this does not, even not only this, I will have to change the database URL here as well. Let's see. Let's get the things installed. Of course, Next.js will take time to install the things as well. Turns out something's wrong over here. Why am I getting it out Sappheiros? I don't know why. I'm just simply installing the thing, and they're actually showing me here. Action. Where is the node module? I do have the node module, but having had that, I'm getting that. npm install saved. Okay, add the React types. I'll have to install the React types. That's all right, not a big problem. But before that, okay, let's done. Go ahead. Close this. A new. Wow, I'm gone, because if I close this, the other one will not open anyhow. Okay. ls code the current open the current directory in the VS Code, of course. I think it should work. Is this not gonna work? Code current directory. This is the command if I'm not wrong. Turns out, well, I'm already in that particular directory. Come on, yeah. Okay, sorry. This error that I'm getting, this is mainly because types of React. So let's simply install the types for the React and get it done. It's too much code actually. ls npm run dev. I hope it's gonna work fine. Having said that, I'm not quite sure about the database URL. It's localhost contact form db mongo URI. It's exactly the same. That's right, mini project 3, and that's what I wanted to go in. Let's try this thing right now. Reload the page. Wow. It's like you keep coming and making sure that your attendance has been submitted. Yeah, don't worry. I'll make sure that I make you present in the register. Submit. Here we are. 4 messages are here and I'm getting 4 over here. That's good. And if I say mark as read, well, this is working fine. Only mine hasn't been working as expected as I wanted it to work. This is working fine. And mark as replied. This is how it goes on. What is the difference between the code difference? So if I actually have a look at this over here, localhost contact form db. This is exactly my code if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Stop it right now. ls cd one directory back and ls, and what all do I have? Forms, Next.js extended, mini project 3, notes taking app, rebuild, SSR, CSR. So ultimately that's the same project like the mine. CD mini project 3 ls, because the one that I actually installed, never mind. npm run dev. And if I actually have a look at this over here, because I have to rebuild it, so I have to make sure that I'm actually getting everything. Well, I have page.js over here. Many things have been just directly replaced. That means this is the JS project. Wow, this is insane. I just copied and pasted some of the things, and because of that thing, most of the things have directly been changed over here. This should not have happened, but that has happened. Can't really do anything, but okay. If I actually go to my what stats list, okay, there are some extra files as well. Come on, can I just undo the things? I can't. Never mind. Are you writing Tailwind manually or AI? Well, when I work on the projects, I write it manually. I can take the help of AI, but it's good to learn it. And then, of course, in production, I can take the help of AI, not a big problem. So I have this index.ts, contact ID. This is the max that I have set over here, index.js, stream, and contact stats. This is what I'm doing over here. And there could be something extra what I can do for now. Revalidate tag. Whenever I'm updating the contact, I'm revalidating the tag using this. Unstable cache. Okay, one thing can be done over here. Let's simply run the project. I have that's already running, and this is the overall thing that I had to create. Can't I go back simply? Okay, I can. This is the first thing. I can keep it inside eraser or something. The thing is that I learned about server actions. Using server actions, I even created just a mini project. I have to rebuild that so that I can be sure that I'm getting everything over there, like mentioned there. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Again, I was just explaining the things about this particular thing, so not really needed right now. How about this? Not even needed right now, so let's get rid of this. And another thing, I don't really need to worry. So let's paste it here. This is the first diagram that I need to have in mind. And the second thing is that as soon as I submit, okay, let's make it like this. Let's give it the email, right email. Okay, oh come on, yeah. Second thing is this that I need to have. So let's paste it here. And just keep it here. Next thing is the how to just revalidate all these things. These are going to be revalidated, so I need to keep them in mind. Then I have 5 messages over there. Mark as red. So this is the first thing. Mark as red. Second one is gonna be mark as replied. And lastly, that's gonna be replied. Okay, so anything else that's remaining right now? This is gonna be same for all. Ultimately, I will have all these things. Red, back to form. Just enter anything wrong over here. Click on submit. That should be a Gmail. Okay, what can I do? Oh, that's going to be like just a demo Gmail if I'm not wrong. Anything will go with this right now. It's so fast. Oh, can't I just get that? Or I'll have to just do one thing. Let's go to what, let's go to contact form.jsx, maybe contact form.tsx, and over here whenever I am just sending it back to the contact page, I don't have to do that, rather I have to just stay on the same page. Now it should be fine. So let's enter the info, and this is it, and I got this. So ultimately these are the things, and with the help of these things I have to just build the project that I'm working on, as simple as that. So let's try to rebuild the same thing with the help of the technology that I've already learned, ultimately the Next.js, and I will be using server actions. And the best benefit of using server action is that you do not need to make any API calls. That is the thing and the plus point of using server actions. So right now I will try my level best to at least get it done, and let's see how it's gonna be going on. ls cd ls remake what, remake server action project. So mkdir remake ssr action project, or just simply mkdir ssr project, cd ssr project, cd ssr project, ssr actions, not really, that is supposed to be a project. So cd into ssr, and okay, I think it's not gonna work. Server ssr project, cd ls npx create git create next app, then at the latest. The main reason behind creating it simple, that you should be able to understand how the things work. Well, it's gonna be quite similar. So far I've been making the database calls, like backend calls, sending the request to the backend, and backend used to talk to the database. And this time what I have to do with the help of server actions, I have to directly talk to the database and get the result. Pretty simple, but let's see how it's gonna be going on. Again, the main focus is not gonna be on the UI part. I will try to keep it as simple as it can be, but let's keep the UI part in mind too, because I will be using Sapajou for that. Sapajou, yeah, so it should not be a problematic thing. Let's see. First of all, let it just install everything, and then we'll be going ahead. There is a problem. Before I even complete this, I cannot go ahead. That is, anyhow, I will have to go through it to make sure that I actually know this. Otherwise, it's just no use going through the things. As for the technologies or tech that I'll be using over here, that's pretty simple. Like revalidate path is going to be used, revalidate tag is going to be used, link script easy peasy, form is going to be used over there. Server actions, of course, that's gonna be used. So this is how I'm just simply gonna be going ahead. Let's open the current directory and let's start working with this. This is the code that I have boilerplate ultimately that I've got. And once I have this particular thing, what is the next thing that I can do? Let's get rid of this. And the first thing that I can do over here, I can create server actions, and those server actions are going to be used for different types of things. So let's create the server actions and see whether we can actually go through that or not. So first one is going to be actions / index.ts. Of course, I'm using TypeScript over here. And once this thing is done, first of all, I have to make sure this is the use server component. And after that, I can just simply go ahead, and that first one is going to be create content or something like that. So export async function, that's gonna be create content, and again this is gonna be a server action function. So this thing is clear. Once this thing is done, it will simply return some of the things. What are those things going to be? First of all, let's use a try catch block over here like this, and then I need to connect it to the database. So again, I do not have the database. Crazy. Connect to DB, and next thing is going to be handle reader. But these things are gonna be just of no use because the basic setup is even not ready. So let's go, oh come on, let's get the basic setup ready and then go ahead. Okay, as for the basic setup, these are the things that I need. First of all, I need my name, email, subject and message. So when it comes to the schema, so I have name, email, subject and the message part. Okay, message. As for I will have one more thing, created at okay, they'll automatically be created. So created at and updated at, I don't need to worry about that. So this much I have. Anything else? That's it. It should be fine. Apart from this particular thing, I don't really need to have anything else. I can have something called status. As for the status can be replied, status can be, yeah, I need to have the status as well. So I'm gonna have message and I'll have to have a status. Anyway, let's go through my DB. Over here I will have some examples over there, find it. I have name, email, subject, message, status. Yeah, that's right, I need to have a status anyhow. So status is gonna be, status is actually going to be an enum, and that can be either new or read or replied. This is gonna be the enum of type of status. Apart from this particular thing, I'm not gonna have anything else as such. So let's first of all work on the model schema. Let's install Mongoose for that. Okay, SSR project npm install Mongoose. I will even have to create a db config for connecting to the database. I need to have a .env file to have the environment variable .env. It's gonna be having like MongoDB URI, and that's going to be equals that's gonna be equals to MongoDB local host 27017 and SSR just my DB remake DB. I will delete it by the way after some time. The writer name should be remake database. Yeah, fine. For now, I don't really need to worry about it. Yeah. Okay, and the next thing that I can do, I can actually create a model schema. So even before that, let's create a lib folder. Inside that, come on, that needed to be a folder. So lib slash that's gonna be db.ts. I will be just writing the code related to database connection over here, and it would be simply export default function db connect. This is the function names that's gonna be, and once this thing is clear, then what will I be doing? I will be connecting my database. So try and catch, as simple as that. If there is an error, I will be handling the error. Otherwise, I will try to connect to the database. So let's make it the async function as well. So async await, and I'll be importing mongoose.connect. Once I have the mongoose, I need the MongoDB database. So for this thing, I can have it here. Let's have it inside try catch block itself. Const MongoDB URI. That's gonna be equals to process.env what Mongo URI. That is it. I'm gonna be having it here. Control C, and let's paste it here. So once this thing is done, what is the next issue? The thing is that it should be a string as actually. So let's convert it to a string. So string is going to be like this. So this error is resolved, and what will I be doing over here? That whenever this is called, this function is called, I will be having something called const is connected. This is gonna be a global variable that will contain the value, like whether it's connected or not. So first of all, I have to make it let. So let is connected. It will simply tell me that whether the database connection is already made or not. By default, it's gonna be false. And once I connect it, I will get the database response. So db is gonna be equals to this. Once I got my database response, I will be checking something. So I will say is connected is gonna be equals to what? db dot connections at the 0th index dot, if the ready state tuple equals to 1. Okay. In that case, it's gonna be true. Otherwise, it's not gonna be true. Having said that, why am I getting this error? This compare appears to be unintentional because types of connection states and string have no overlap. Okay, let's make it 1. Something like this. So if a db dot connections, again you can just log the db, then you will get connections, and inside that you will get ready state. If that's equals to even 2, not even 1, 1 is like pending or something, 2 is connected. So if that's equals to 2, that means it is already connected, otherwise that's not connected. Apart from this particular, if there is any error, so first of all I'll make is connected, that's gonna be false if there's any error, something like this. And clg error connecting to MongoDB, something like this. I will even be giving it the error too. And after this thing is done, then I can even throw the error if there's any error. Or to me, I can even exit it, or I can just simply throw the error, and all depends. And once this thing is done, then I will even be saying this thing that clg connected to MongoDB successfully. Okay, so this particular thing is done. I am connected to MongoDB, logging the values in all properly, and db connect. One more thing, that's gonna be over here. Even before the try catch block, that's gonna be if is connected. If that is already connected, at that time I have to just simply return from here. Just don't do anything, simply return, and this should be fine. By the way, once this thing is done, then I will be going to my index.ts file. Over here I even have to, this is the server action component, server action function that I am creating. Okay, before even this one, I will be going to my page.tsx. Let's delete everything from here and export default async function, and that's gonna be home. I'll make it server side rendered page so that I can actually call the database. Render div home page, and I will actually be calling my database over here. So await db connect, and let's see whether I get some error or not. I hope I will not get. Let's see. npm render, it's gonna be running. Okay, what can I do next? Let's go here, reload the page, and this time I should be getting the result. By the way, I think it's getting compiled right now. Well, not really compiling. Got an error. Unexpected turbo pack error occurred. Panic log has been returned. This problem, or this something like this, I faced yesterday working with the React.js. Today I faced the same thing with Next.js. And yesterday I just simply closed it and then reopened it. I hope it's gonna work today too. Mainly yesterday I changed one more thing. I hope I will not have to change that. I had to change the developer mode setting, but I don't think that is required right now. npm render. Don't really know why I'm facing it. Yes, yesterday I resolved it, so today should not be a big thing to just resolve it again. But let's see. Reload the page. Compiling and got it again. Will I have to go through the same process again, like turning on the like developer mode and all? No, let's click on this. start a new discussion, turbo back, and this get rid of this particular thing. Unexpected turbo pack error. Let's do it. Let's go to the settings. Don't really have any other way. For developer, advanced settings, and that's gonna be developer 2. Yes, I know that. Close this, VS Code, open it again. I think yesterday I did only this much and it was resolved. Let's see today. ls npm run dev. Otherwise I will have no option except taking the help of AI. I'll load the page. Compiling, and it is connected. Well, it does work. What is the reason? It is just my machine's problem or something. MongoDB connected successfully. Once the developer mode is on, only then it works. Otherwise I get a error called panic, something like that. What was the error? The error was this, that unexpected turbo pack error occurred. A panic log has been written to this and all. And as soon as I turned my developer mode option on, I'm not getting it. Insane. By the way, let's continue from here. So I got this thing, and that means I'm able to connect to the database. Let's get rid of this thing from now on, and for now at least. And what is the next thing that I have to do? The next thing is pretty simple. Create the schema, even model schema. So I wanna create models, and when it comes to those models, that's gonna be something like what content that I'm gonna be getting. So content, content.model.ts, and const content schema is gonna be equals to new mongoose.schema. Then let's create this schema. What all do I need? I need title. Not sure. Let's check this thing out. Okay, name, email, subject, message. I need my name. I need email. I need a subject. I need a message. And I need a status. And that is it. Lastly, I'm gonna be making sure that I have created not timestamps, and that's gonna be equals to true. Well, this is the overall thing. Name is gonna be type of string, and string is gonna be true, and max length, that's gonna be name. How can it be long? Like 50. It can be 50 characters long. Name cannot exceed 50 characters. And lastly, required, that's gonna be true. And what can I say? Name is required. Okay, this much is done. Same is going to be for this email. A few things are gonna be changing. So let's copy and paste the things. Control C and Control V. Type string, trim this max length. Let's make it 100. It cannot be more than this. Email cannot exceed 100 characters. Name is required. That's great. Just email is required. And one more thing, email check code. So that's gonna be like match. It should be matching something. Email check function. Email check rejects. Email check rejects. I just want the regex that simply checks the email. Regex for validating the email. This is the one that I have. My best this docs. This is official microservice which I got from my Visual Ultimate. Technically, Tom is a valid address despite this space. I thought this could work. Which one should I go with? To break down, this will capture, okay, at the rate at least, okay, this. Let's go with any, that doesn't really matter which are. How to validate email rejects in JavaScript. This is the overall thing that I got from here. Let's go with this only for now. Later I will be just checking the remaining things. It is simply telling me that okay, these are the things that you can use. This is the regex that I have, or this is the regex that I can use, and that's it. So what will I be doing? I will be using that regex that I got from there. This one. Too long, but okay, never mind. I don't even have to understand anything. And if that does not match, then I will say email is invalid, something like this. If this does not match this, that means email is invalid, something like that. I hope this is fine. And once this thing is done, what is the issue that I'm facing over here? By the way, let's copy this thing again, Control C, Control V, and then Control V, and similarly over here. I know I will have to change many things, but overall things are gonna be fine. Okay, let's start changing the things. So what is wrong with email? Type string constructor string is not assignable to this window. I'm only getting here over here. Okay. Type string is not assignable to type rejects this. Okay, so what can I say? Is there anything, something called email? No. This is fine right now. So ultimately I was facing the error because of that. Can I just keep it simple for now? How can I get rid of this error? Type string is not assignable to type regex expression. That is right. String cannot be that. What should be the type of email in Mongoose? Read the docs. Email. No email. Schema types. Email. Don't get that any email as such, really. Corrections. Email string. So email is a string over here. That means email is always going to be a string. What is the problem? Models. It is always a string, so what is the problem? Why am I getting that error over there? Just maybe because of the regex values. So the regex that I had over there, this is the one. Either I can just remove it and I can have any type of email, or I can look for a basic email regex, simple regex pattern for email duplicate. Okay, these are the ones. So I can just simply copy and paste this thing. I hope it's gonna be okay. Delete it. How about this right now? Am I still gonna get the error? Yeah, turns out. Get rid of this. Match model ATCH match. I have only one schema types. match rejects create a validator that checks if the value. Okay, let's click on this. 1 2 3. I just got at three times. This is where I have match, but it's never been used anywhere. Crazy. Okay, I don't have match in schema types. Models, do I have match over here? Turns out, yeah, I do have, but that's not used. Validation middleware. Where can I look for it? Match validation. I have match, but it has it been used? No, it hasn't been used. It's hard to do fun things here. Populate at times, that's it. Move in schema. Well, I'm not gonna be finding the right thing that I'm looking for. I'll have to take the help of AI anyway. I thought that documentation can help me, but it's not like that. API, aggregate, schema type, control V. Okay, time to ask the AI. Sometimes it's easy to find the things on on documentation, but at times it becomes hard to. So it's better to simply go and take the help of AI. Correct this schema. Correct this. You are nearly there. The main issue is that with the regex pattern for validating emails in JavaScript, when defining regex patterns inside match, it should be a regex object, not yeah. Sorry, my bad. What can I do? What was the mistake even? Control Z. Control Z actually. It should not be a string, but rather it should be just an object. And maybe some. How could I have written that over here? It should be written like this with a double forward slash or something. And let's try to do the same. What is mentioned there, that instead of using these two quotation marks, you have to use double forward slashes like this, and it turns out that it is still wrong. So I can get rid of this, and it seems to be okay. I can have a easier way to write the same thing like this one that I have over here. Let's copy it from here. The last time I copied it, this time again I'm gonna be copying it, so I can just replace the whole thing, and this is how it's gonna be. And right now I'm not getting the error. That's great, and everything else is just perfectly fine. Please enter a valid email address. I can change the message over here. Either email is invalid or please enter a valid email address. As simple as that. So this thing is done. Email is done. Subject is string, trim true, max length subject. Let's keep it 100. Name cannot. Great. Subject. Make it 200. Subject cannot exceed 200 characters. Required. Subject is required. Then message string true. Let's make it 1000 characters long, not 10,000, just 1000. Message cannot exceed 1000 characters, and message is required. Message is required. Status, interesting. Type is going to be string, right? Trim, no, I don't have to trim it. max length doesn't need it required. It will I'll be giving the default value. So this thing is done. Then enum is going to be either new or red or what replied, something like this. And the default value that I will be providing it, that will be new. By default the message will have new. Let's check this thing out. Schema types should be fine. Let's search something called new, not new, enum. Okay, I have enum over here. Array creates validator that checks if the value is in the given array. Okay, that's what I wanted, I think. Enum, and then I have to give it the value and all. Well, that's good. So this much I have done, and then the timestamp I have. So ultimately our schema is ready, sort of ready. Content schema. What is the next thing? The next thing is gonna be export const contact is gonna be equals to content is gonna be equals to model. And oh hi Mr. Vicky, how are you? Model or what? I'll be importing the model from Mongoose, and then once I have that, I'll be saying like content, and it will have content schema done. But I can do something better over here, and that better thing is Mongoose dot models dot content. It could be that the model is already created and that is saved in the global variable, so I will be using that. If that does not exist, if this does not exist, then I will be using this one. By the way, I can make it even better. Mongoose.model, as simple as that, should be fine. सब ठीक है, बढ़िया, अच्छा लगा सुन के. Export. Can I export it directly from here, like export default? I can just get rid of this, and it is possible. Not possible. Can't find content. That's just in front of you. Can't you see that? Well, the thing is that it cannot be exported directly, so let's export it like this. Export default content. Any problem as such? No problem. So I'm exporting my content from here. That is just the model. To college dropout के बाद क्या कर रहे? तो college dropout के बाद, अरे college dropout के बाद इंग्लिश पढ़ा रहे थे. इंग्लिश पढ़ाते पढ़ाते फिर कोडिंग करने लगे. I was in a city called Satna, so I was teaching English over there, and for around 2 years I taught English over there, and then I just came back to my village. Then I started coding. Haha, that's a great thing. So this thing is done. What is the next thing? Created the model, and then I have to create the server actions too. But before that, let's create a simple page that looks great. Acha, well, yeah, it's something like that. So this thing is done, action is done, live is over here, and what is the next thing that I have to do over here? The next thing is pretty simple, that close, not close. Okay, I want to create something like this. So first of all, I will be having this header at the top, and then I will have contact form, and then I will think of the remaining things. Okay, time to start shared decision. How can we use a shared decision over here? That is interesting. I have this home page right here. First of all, I will be making it a normal function component, and after this, let's keep it on the left side. The another one is on the right side, so that I can just have a look at that. This is what I have to create. Great. What happened? I've done something right here. Clicked on something. Control Z. Uncommitted changes, initial committed changes, create next tab. What have I even clicked by mistake? Control Z. Okay, so it looks like that. Can I just simply remove it? Crazy stuff that I've done over here. Let me fix it. What is this? Open file, previous changes, next changes, and then toggle collapse, open changes with previous revision. Okay, close this file, and here we are. So what I can do over here, let's close this, get rid of this, get rid of this, and right now I'm gonna create a page like that. So let's get a simple page, server action demo and all. How can I make that? कौन सा कॉलेज था? अरे वाह, डिग्री कॉलेज गवर्नमेंट था. Let's give it some design. Class name. What can I do? Container and MX auto. I have to give it the padding as well. That's right. Let's give it the padding by default. So max width is going to be around 6XL around, and max width is 6XL. MX auto. Let's give it some padding as well. Not quite needed because I'm already giving that. Let's give it some color as well. BG 300, so that I can just simply have a look at that. Got container. Padding is gonna be 3 from 5. And once that thing is done, then what I can do over here, that I'll have something called H1 server actions demo, and I'll have a paragraph contact form with MongoDB and revalidation. As simple as that. Simple. Okay, I'll have a look at the result, exactly what I get, but overall it looks like this. Default export is not a React component in page. Okay, so this is how I'm getting right now. Really bad, but overall how does it look like? It looks like this. Not bad actually. Code with enough question mark. Okay, you are learning server actions in Next.js. Yeah, that's what I'm learning actually. I'm trying to just create an application using that mini application so that I have good command over it. The good thing is that we don't really need to create a backend. It's like server action directly calls the database and all. Both things are okay for me. It's just that I'm learning it for the first time, so I'm actually creating it, and that's it. UI is not the I don't really have main focus on the UI, so UI is gonna be just normal one. Just excuse me for that, because if I start focusing on the UI, it will take a lot of time. So that is why I will ignore it, not completely, but quite a lot. Control Shift Control B, Control W, and here we are. As for this thing, what have you learned so far? Give an overview. Overview is gonna be what? Client side, server side, all the methods for the client side to get the get the path name and queries, params, all these things, and learned about the file structure and all, how you can just structure the file without routing. I learned, and how you can actually create a server in Next.js, and how you can just talk between the front end as well as the back end. This particular thing. They'll learn about server actions, how to make a request to the server action, okay, with the and from the front end side to the back end, of course, the server action, whatever. And yeah, overall this is it. I learned about server side rendered pages, client side rendered pages, how to get the queries and parameters and body in them, and how to structure the files, how to get the routing thing done, how to make a front end and back end talk to each other on Next.js application. Yeah, so that was it. Not or even I have made proper notes, so it's not like okay. So I learned about the fundamentals, the Next.js backend, Next.js client, hooks I learned about, and server actions, and this is the topic that I'm actually learning right now. So these are the things that I've learned. Then the mini project that I started working on. You seem to have learned it already, if I'm not wrong. Wrap inside a div, something like this. Class name, text or center. Okay, should be fine. And what about the next thing? Let's give it margin top or something, or I can say one thing that oh, okay, can give it margin top directly, if I'm not wrong. So margin top is gonna be around 5, that is just below a little bit. Let's give it the class name, text is gonna be 4XL around, font is gonna be bold, and let's make it 5XL or something. Don't worry about the design much, because I will not even worry about that too. Class name, text gray, and that's gonna be around 500 or something. I learned about something like text, what was that? Text muted or something. Text muted. Foreground. There was a property like this I learned. I forgot. Wow. Muted foreground. Is this not gonna help me with the suggestions? Text muted. Muted foreground. I think there is a property like this in Tailwind. That is yeah, text muted foreground. That's exactly right. Why have I haven't been getting the option? Text muted. I think it comes with a shared CN, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So this property actually comes from shared CN, if I'm not wrong. Text foreground and text muted background. Yeah, something like that. So it does come from shared CN. Alert, card. Text, is there something called text input? No. Text. We don't really have text by default, or like we can just simply use input box for them. And as for the designing and all, they've directly been used here. So what can I do? I can go to input and let's see what I get over here. Email @UI components. I'll have to explore this website, like this particular library, quite more. I'm not used to this library, but overall the idea I have, so I will be just going with that. As for this particular property, it comes from the shared CN itself. This is how it looks like now. I can make the text large, and it's gonna be having space Y of 3 or 4, something like that. So this is how it looks like right now. And what did we have to even create? We had to create something like this. Okay, so the next thing is ultimately the header we have. I can even make it the main file or something, but it doesn't really matter like whether I make it or not. So this thing is done. At the end of the day, I will have a card over here, or just content form. I'll have to even create it. So let's create this content form, the components inside that. So components slash content, just in small letters, content slash, not slash, just a line. What is this line called? Not hyphen. Okay, never mind, forget about the name. tsx export default function content form and return give content form. Let's create this form quickly so that it doesn't take lots of time. What all do I need to have over here? First of all, when it comes to the form, so I need to have a card type something. This is the card, right? So something like card I need to have, but having said that, I need to install Shahed first. Okay, so for that thing, npm install Shahed. It should be fine. npx installation Next.js npx Shahed init npx Shahed @latest and init. Choose between Next.js and project mode 3.0. Okay, neutral, yeah. Don't bother with design so much, just to learn the server actions. Just use JSX to learn it. JSX, I'm writing TSX over here. It's okay, and I don't really face any problem between JSX and TSX. As for the design, I'm not even worried about it. The thing is that while working on this particular project, I wanted to learn about Shahed a little bit, and that is why I'm worried about a little bit about design. That's it, not that much. I want to learn how the Shahed is used, and that's what I'm just gonna be working. By the way, npx Shahed @latest add. I will be adding everything. How can I select it all? Control A or something. Control A. I will be selecting all. Control A, or just A. Yeah. Just getting all the components from Shahed just in one go, and then I'll be going ahead. By the way, I think you have already learned about Next.js, if I'm not wrong. What are you doing nowadays? So this thing is done. By the way, meanwhile, let's work. As for this one, I'll work on the file that I created earlier. Even I can install it right now. Import it ultimately. Forget about installing. Am I not able to do that? Okay, I can do that. Okay, so the next thing that I'll be working on, simply I created actions.index.ts. Inside that, I will be working on those actions. So the first thing is that once I create content action over here, I'll be getting my form data first of all. Form data. Once I got my form data, the type of this form data is gonna be form data. And once I got my form data, I have to get all the things. So const name is gonna be equals to form data that I got dot get and the name. One more thing, let's do trim. Not even that. I can't call trim over here, can I? No, I will get the so as a string, wrap it inside inside parentheses. I didn't learn much, just the basics. I'm currently doing a project with React and implementing Redux in it. Redux, great library, by the way. Great state management library, I must say. I recently happened to use Zoo stand in one of the projects. but I used the Redux long time ago, forgot most of the things how they work. I'll be exploring it soon, really soon. Form data, get string, and then trim everything. As simple as that. Now I should not be getting the error. Okay, what is the next thing that I can do? Copy. Okay, next thing is going to be the email. Over here I need to have the email as well. Okay, then the subject, control D, subject. Current doing a project with React. That's great actually. Like so you are you must have a backend as well, backend with Express or something. Of course with Express. Subject is done here. Message. Let's get rid of this. What is the issue? It's simply saying that those values have been defined but never are read. That's okay. If there is any error, what will I be doing? I'll simply return. What will I return? Because this is just a server action component, so I will return success. That's gonna be false. Message, not even error, just a message, and that's gonna be saying that failed to create the content. Failed to create content. I'll be returning error as error directly, something like that. And not only that, CLG is going to be just error creating content, or the content depends, and then it's gonna be the error over here. So ultimately this much I've done. Once this thing is done, and over here once I got all my data, on top of that, before even anything else, await db connect. I'll be connecting to the database. After this thing, const content is gonna be equals to await content. I'll be getting it from Google. What Google? I'll be getting it from models. Content. Haven't I exported from there? I have exported it. Why am I not getting here? Let's do one thing. db.ts model, content model, page.tsx, index.tsx. Where is it? It's here, and I can just simply import it now. Content. I should be. Did you come from React to Next or learned some backend like Node Express? Firstly, I learned the backend. First of all, I learned the front end. Front end means using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and all. Then I learned Node.js. I even learned about EJS, embedded JavaScript. Then I learned React. Then build some of the projects. It's not like I learned everything at once, but yeah, slowly. And then after learning React, I actually ended up learning TypeScript. Then used TypeScript in React, and then after building some projects and all, finally came back to Next.js and learning it. Why am I not getting any suggestion? I'll have to import it manually. So I have to import content from @model /models/content model. Is there any problem with the naming thing? Yeah, that's right. Content model, not model. Content model.ts and content model. Any problem as such? No problem as such. I got my content. Content dot disconnected. Please wait to try to reconnect you. Okay. From React. Okay. Did I get disconnected? Don't know. Never mind. Like, did the chat got disconnected? Did the chat get disconnected? Yeah. By the way, content dot create, and I'm gonna be creating something like name, email, subject, message. So this is the thing that I'm creating. Once that's created, what I'll be saying that return unable to connect to chat, please try again later. What is the issue? Let's reload the page. Am I facing some kind of network issue right now? Yeah, turns out I am. Let me try to fix this. I'm not sure whether it's possible to fix it right now or something. To reload anything as such, it's gonna be time taking. I'll be back maybe after a while or something.
Silhouette, I'm getting stronger step by step.